The first race weekend of the 5th season of SLR is finished in Melbourne, and after seeing the cars out on track for the first time in 2 months, there was a lot to be learned. We started off with Division 1 on Friday night, where we saw a slightly cleaner first chicane than the first Friday night of last season, even if we did see SLR Liam spun at turn 2. As expected, there were still a few teething problems with the new game, and so we saw some disconnects, some dodgy crashes and a fair few glitches. In Division 1 it left us with just 12 finishers and a new corner name, the Morgan Masher. Pole sitter Kevin GT had a few unfortunate spins, and what we thought to be a strong Haas team throughout the 4 divisions ended up with no points after the first night. With the likes of Kevin and JH out of the running, we saw a 4-way fight for the lead in the closing laps, where SLR Ranga got his 4th win in SLR ahead of Soticlock 110 in P2, and Monkey got his first ever podium in the Alfa Romeo. In Division 2 on Saturday, one big talking point was the weather, as the heavens unleashed in a land down under for the race. In a dry quali, it was Swede Gito DV who took pole ahead of Rockamad, and as the race began, the Swede in the Williams stormed ahead until a big mistake cost him the lead on the run up to the Morgan Masher chicane. Then, on lap 5, Gito would re-overtake Rockamad before the AlphaTauri driver would lose his braking and smash into the back of him, spinning and collecting the Haas of Cheesy Train. This took Rockamad out of the race. It seemed that it was Gito's race to lose until a mistake early on in his second stint saw him lose a chunk of his front wing. The chasing pack would capitalise as Zach's Beast took the lead and Nicky would take P2. It seemed to be drying out towards the end, but it turned out not to be so, and as Zach and Nicky caught up to the dry runners, the latter tried to catch the Haas napping, but the move wasn't on and the Renault went round. He dropped into 4th as his teammate SLR Connor took home 2nd and the Red Bull of Lewis OD came home 3rd. Division 3 followed not long after, and in classic Div 3 style, it did not disappoint. Plain Teddy 24 walked to pole in the AlphaTauri as he was 3 tenths quicker than everyone else. After a coming together between SLR Stevo and the barrier, we saw a safety car and mayhem ensued as we saw so many crashes and penalties being handed out. Plain Teddy stormed away after the green flags until an ill-timed second safety car due to DNK Rando's crash set him back down the field. That safety car came in and there was carnage of the restart as we saw all sorts of cars crashing into each other, spinning and collecting others. This saw a big reshuffle, and by the end of the 5th lap since the restart, Teddy retook the lead. Not long after, a missed break from Plum Gorilla for P2 saw an aggressive re-entry and collisions with all the next 3 cars. A 3rd safety car would come out as SLR Crush saw his tyre crushed at the Morgan Masher, and cold tyres off the restart saw Teddy in the barrier and out. Sweaty Confetti would then take the win from Ned Claw and Craftiest Jester in P3. We moved on from a hectic Saturday night to watch the brand new SLR Elite Division make its debut, and flying from the gun we saw SLR Freeman, who had control and had a flawless qualifying to pole. However, a big crash at the end of Q3 sent his momentum spiralling. That downwards momentum would continue on lap 5 after Freeman lost the car on the exit of turn 13 and lost the lead of the race to reigning Div 1 champion Jamham. We began to see some groups form as we saw 5 drivers all in contention for the win, and it was all to play for. We also had a big battle for the remaining points positions, which included the likes of Hamjam and Freeman. We also saw B Dunk and SLR Darnell excel on softs, and UK Beast Assassin spinning out in Sector 2. We were robbed of a battle of the century for the win as Lewis Racer got a drive-through penalty. This meant Jam would take the top step of the podium ahead of driver of the day Ghost Colt and Midsley 15. So there we have it, ladies and gents. Australia is over and done with, and it's already on to Bahrain for this weekend as we have some exciting battles to look forward to. Be sure to tune in to the SLR F1 Twitch channel where you can watch all of the action unfold live.